like to do is to continue in the trend of my colleagues and just highlight what the specificities are in the sports vertical and how we can address a lot of those specificities. So who do we address first? Obviously, within the sports vertical, we're going to have multiple segments that we cater to. So everyone from teams, venues, networks, leagues, and RSNs are part of what I would call the segmentation within the sports vertical that we address. In terms of what we do, and again, I won't go into the details. I invite you all to drop by the booth and get a complete presentation on the portfolio. But the portfolio is fairly wide, encompassing everything from planning to content acquisition all the way to delivery. So I won't repeat that. But in the sports-centric aspects, immediacy and access and actionability to that content while the game is happening. And the word while is a theme that we reiterate a lot across our presentation. So some of the key challenges that we've seen happening a lot in a lot of our customers is fourfold. So really around audience habits, how your fan and audience engagement needs to be agile and nimble enough to where your audience is going to flock to the next platform tomorrow. So having a platform that can quickly adapt to catering to your roaming audience and retain that audience is very key. Mobile, so obviously we're talking about a global workforce as well as a multi-site, multi-location workforce and resources that we need to connect together and really bring in the collective sum of all these collaborators and resources together. And really bridging that gap between local and remote production. So really getting that visibility through Dalet in connecting and representing remotes, for example, trucks and venues into that global unified environment is very key. And finding new ways to make your content monetizable. So of course we have a rich inventory. How do we surface to the top mechanisms to further assist in your licensing or your creatives to find relevant content to repurpose or to monetize? So in order to achieve that, one of the key precepts of Dalet is to offer a complete, rich data set. And there's really two areas. Or two dimensions to this. There's object modeling. So really in the sports area, we're going to have a lot of different objects that we need to manage within the environment. And on the flip side, we're going to have a lot of heavy data coming in associated to our sports event, our sports content. And marrying the two together and being able to relate this across all the cycles of production, ensuring that genealogy flows through from your source game logging all the way to the promo that you created, so that you don't have to relog the promo or the highlight, because it will inherit through the parent all the rich data that we've preserved as we're aware of the entire process and cycle. So this is very key. So one of the key themes is what I call from action to consumption. So sports action to consumption. So everything around that cycle is encompassed within the Dalet tool sets. Of course, including a lot of tool sets for the creative folks to achieve everything from content logging, clipping, storyboarding, to full craft process, as well as offering content discovery tools, which my colleagues obviously have highlighted. So how does this really correlate to actual workflows? It's really about how data orchestrates that workflow. From that mere action of me saying this is a goal by player X, having the ability to flow that data across all the different teams that are going to want to tap in to that rich data and quickly go to air, quickly produce a package, or quickly push to your fan engagement platforms, digital and social, from that same data set without having to enter at each step of the way and repeat that data entry, but flowing that through. The final component that I'd like to talk about is, alongside all the creative and orchestration capabilities that the Dalet Galaxy 5 portfolio offers, including everything to support an actual creative team creation, is what we call assisted content generation. So one of the key reality that we're seeing in a lot of sports organizations is that they're losing audience because some dude in the stadium shot a video, and all of a sudden some of the audience is starting to flock to a personal platform as opposed to the branded platform that you're trying to do, just because they couldn't get it out to their platform fast enough. And how do we get to those platforms faster, basically, is through this AI augmented ways of creating that data much, much faster, but more importantly, emphasize the editorial aspect of this. So of course, we know AI can be everything around factual data entry. Here's a play-by-play information by jersey number, his name, et cetera, et cetera. But what we have partnered with some companies is the ability to offer editorial AI, and this in a live environment. So as the game is going, I want to get context into what's going on. So for example, being able to dial in the AI to say, I want to see the best, I want to see all the three-pointers from LeBron in the last 5 games when he does a dunk. And auto-generate me the content related to those profiles the instant that he does that dunk. And that's the kind of expedited way of enabling your creatives to immediately see, not created, but to have it created and then decide on publication automatically. So basically, in wrap up, I just skipped one. Sorry. The final component is that ability to target that audience by enabling cloud-based topologies where the digital and social team are closest to the audience, while the broadcast cycles are as well contributing and collaborating together on enriching the storytelling of this. And if you need more information about that, feel free to drop by. So really, in summary, it's those key themes that we're highlighting, really around unifying that sports production and getting those actionable insights much faster out to your audience.